A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Okay. Hey, everyone. It's A+ English, and I'm Mike.
I am Chickling.
And we're going to be with Ethan and Evelyn for the next couple of days. Our good friends here are going to be learning about one of the hoppiest animals around. And, of course, I'm talking about the kangaroo.
Aww, so
cute. The famous Australian animal. It's so famous. Is it on their flag? It's not on their flag. Mm-hmm. It's Australian. It's on their airline.
So,
yeah. The big airplane company, the airline, they have kangaroos, and I think on their shirts mm-hmm. when they play sports and maybe in the Olympics and
mm-hmm.
stuff. And yes, when people think about kangaroos, they think about Australia, and they also think about other things. Cool. So our warm-up question is, what do you know about kangaroos?
Koalas?
Well, no, but kangaroos, I'm saying. What do you think about when you think about kangaroos and you can't say Australia, because I've already said that like 10 times.
Okay, kangaroos.
What else do you think of? Kangaroos.
They hop.
They hop. Okay, I think I said that too.
They have like a pouch.
Oh, they have a pouch. That's right.
Yeah, to take care of the babies.
They take care of their babies in their pouch. Here's one. I know the answer. What is a baby kangaroo called? Like we have a puppy and a kitten for a dog and a cat. What is a baby kangaroo called?
Like Joey?
Good. Yes, it's a Joey.
Joey.
You're very good. Yes, exactly right. Oh, and I know there. I can't tell you exactly how many, but there are different types of kangaroos.
Oh, really?
There's gray. I think there's a red kangaroo.
Red?
Yeah, well, there's slightly different sizes.
Okay.
Right, and then there's an animal called a wallaby, which is similar to a kangaroo. And I also know they can be really annoying.
Really?
Well, there's a lot of them in Australia. And I think sometimes, like, for people driving on the highway, because they can be big, right? And if you come along and scare a kangaroo and it jumps out in front of your car, it can be a real problem.
Oh, my goodness.
And also, they're quite strong. And for farmers who put, like, a big fence so their cows or their sheep don't go wandering, away, and they lose them, kangaroos can damage those fences. So I think we think of them as cute and cuddly and, kind of interesting. But I think for farmers, I know in Australia, kangaroos can be really annoying because they may be cute and cuddly, but they're also big and they do damage to things. So a very interesting animal. So let's learn more about kangaroos along with our friends Ethan and Evelyn.
Ethan and Evelyn learn about kangaroos. Warm-up question. What do you know about kangaroos?
My long jump needs practice. I can't jump far like kangaroos can.
They don't just jump high and far. They're also great at swimming.
Swimming with kangaroos sounds fun.
No, it's dangerous. Kangaroos use the water to fight and drown dangerous animals.
Who knew?
Kangaroos live in groups. Their largest male is the leader.
So they live like a mob.
Yes, and a mob is the right word for a group of kangaroos.
So it says there, Ethan and Evelyn are practicing for a sports game in the future. Okay. And Ethan starts to think about kangaroos. Well, this actually makes more sense than you would guess. He says, my long jump needs practice. I can't jump far like kangaroos can. Well, that's a good point. That's exactly why kangaroos are not allowed in the Olympics. Yeah.
所以呢 Ethan 跟 Evelyn 在那个为未来的运动比赛练习，然后 Ethan 居然就想到了袋鼠这个东西，他就说啊，我的跳远需要练习，因为我没办法跳得像袋鼠这么远。
Actually, I think now that I think about it, I think Australia should be allowed to have kangaroos on their team in the long jump.
Oh my goodness, really? Are you serious?
I would like to see human jumpers, human athletes. And here's Bob Smith from America, and here's Hoppy from Australia, and say, have them compete. That would be very cute and awesome. And I think the kangaroos would probably win. But anyways, that's not going to happen. So let's find out more about kangaroos. We know that they can jump far. That's what Ethan just said. Yes, they could probably win the long jump at the Olympics. But Evelyn has a few more sort of important facts. She says they don't just jump high and far. Here's one. They're also great at swimming.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. Really? They have tiny little front arms. How do they swim?
Maybe using somewhere else?
Well, I would hope so.
Okay. 所以袋鼠呢 according to this little girl, like this girl in the dialogue,
Yeah, Evelyn,
她说袋鼠不仅能跳得高跟远，它们还能游泳诶。
So they're apparently very good at swimming. I can honestly say, and I love watching nature shows, I can't think of a time I've ever seen a film of a swimming kangaroo. But as Ethan says, swimming with kangaroos sounds fun.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go with that until I
kind of feel like it
try
sounds dangerous to me. I don't know.
It could be. Yeah, it could be. It could be. They could kick you and it would really hurt. But, if they're not dangerous, it could be fun.
所以 Ethan 就觉得说，感觉跟袋鼠一起游泳很好玩呢，然后他就想象跟快乐的袋鼠一起游泳。
All right. So, yes, it could be fun to swim with kangaroos. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do it. And maybe that gives us a clue about if it's safe, right? Because you've never seen anyone do this on TV or somewhere, right? So, as we get back to the article, it seems that our questions have a good answer here. Evelyn laughs. She says, ha, 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 no. Swimming with kangaroos sounds fun, Ethan said. And Evelyn, ha, 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 no, it's dangerous. Kangaroos use the water to fight and drown dangerous animals.
Oh my god. So they might see us as something that's dangerous to them.
Kangaroos are like the bad kid at the local pool.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, stay away from that kid. He'll splash water on your face and hold you under the water. Oh, dangerous. That's exactly what kangaroos do. They fight in the water and then they drown dangerous animals. But actually, that's also quite clever, right? If they're being chased by something and they lead it into the water and then jump on it and drown it, that's basically to hold that animal under the water until it dies. That's crazy.
Okay, 所以那个女孩子就说，哈哈，才不是呢，这个很危险呢，而且袋鼠会用水对付敌人哦，而且还会把危险的动物给淹死。这边出现的 drown 呢，就是把什么东西淹死哦。
All right, here's a quick question. What other animals do you know of that have awesome ways to protect themselves?
Turtles. Like when they get scared, like they pull their legs and head inside
That's a good one.
Their shells.
Absolutely, yeah. They'll pull themselves into their little castle. That's pretty cool. That's a good example. All right, back to the article. So here we have a picture of a kangaroo battling with a wild dog in the water. Yeah, actually, Australia's kind of lucky in some ways. They don't have a lot of big hunting animals there, do they? They don't have like a lion or a tiger. They don't have leopards. But they do have wild dogs. I'm not sure if those are the famous dingoes, but that's basically what we're talking about. And these can be dangerous. Wild dogs in Australia have been known to hurt people too. And that would definitely be one of the biggest dangers for a kangaroo, along with, people with guns. But they would actually take the wild dogs and fight in the water. So as Ethan says, this is our reaction to who knew? You're not saying that as if who knew? Did you know? Did you know? Who knew this? You kind of say that when you're like, huh? When you hear some interesting and surprising news and you're just like, wow, I had no idea. You can say, huh? Who knew? Like that's what a surprise, basically, is what Ethan is saying there. And Evelyn has a bit of other information. She says kangaroos live in groups. The largest male is the leader. Okay, so that's something good to know. Kangaroos live in groups, so they are kind of a pack animal like dogs and, many many other animals, live in large groups. And the largest male is the leader. That's like many animals, but not all. But like, a group of lions, for example, the largest male or boy lion is kind of the boss of that family or that group.
所以这边的 who knew 就是说，谁知道？我不知道这件事情，好特别，好新奇的感觉。所以袋鼠是群居动物哦，最大的雄性就是领导者。
All right, so Ethan says, so once he hears this, they live in groups and the biggest male is the leader. So they live like a mob. And he's kind of thinking of the kangaroos as a bunch of gangsters, like a dangerous gang or something. Well, since they attack and murder other animals in the water, they are kind of like dangerous gangsters, at least out in the wild outback of Australia.
所以呢Ethan 就说他们就像个帮派，然后他就想象成一群打败成帮派的袋鼠，因为大家都聚在一起。
And Evelyn says, actually, he's a little bit more right than he thinks when he said that they live like a mob. Evelyn says, yes, and a mob, that word, a mob, is the right word for a group of kangaroos. Oh. So we have like a pack of dogs or a herd of cows or a flock of sheep, a school of fish. If you see a bunch of kangaroos standing there out in the field, you can say, oh, look, that's a mob of kangaroos. That's the correct term.
因为有一些字我们英文会有就是集合名词，就讲一群什么动物，这个 mob 的确是可以用来称呼一群袋鼠哦。
Yeah, sometimes with other animals we have weird names like that in English. I think it's called a murder of crows. You know those black birds?
Yeah,
it's called a murder of crows.
A murder.
Or a tangle of frogs.
I've heard of that.
You've heard of that,
but
yeah.
Not the first one.
So you can say a group of this animal, but sometimes they have these weird, strange, interesting, proper names that we use for
Doesn't really make sense
a
to me,
group.
some of them.
I know, but they're kind of cool and interesting, some of them.
Adults are big, but joeys are small at birth. They're only about 2.5 centimeters long.
Wait, who's Joey?
That's the name for baby kangaroos.
Oh, like puppy means a baby dog.
All right, back to the article. Evelyn is giving us more interesting facts. She says, adults are big, but joeys are small at birth. So there we go. The full-size grown-ups, the adults kangaroos are quite big, and sometimes they can be almost as tall as people, right? But joeys, there's that word for a baby kangaroo. But joeys are small at birth, and when we say small, we mean small. She says they're only about 2.5 centimeters long.
Oh my goodness.
So that's kind of as long as your thumb.
Right,
or
that's
something
so
like that.
cute.
That is tiny, tiny, tiny.
所以成年袋鼠其实很大，不过刚出生的 Joey 很小哦，只有 2.5 公分长。这个 at birth 就是出生的时候。那这边有没有看到一个英文中我们也会用破折号 dash 来表一些作用，可以表插入语或者是强调有时候我们可以拿来表这个连接范围连接，或者是我们文章中的意思有中断的意思，就是突然你的句子被中断或思路的转变。那有时候会拿来代替括号。那我们再讲另外一个跟我们文章中很像的意思，代表中断的意思。比如说 I was just thinking about never mind. 这种时候我们也可以用破折号。
All right, back to Ethan. He's confused when he hears that the joeys are small. He's thinking this is like a person's name. Like if someone is Joseph, you can call them Joey. Wait, who's Joey? He says, like, who's Dave? Who's Bob? Who's Mark? Who's this Joey guy you're talking about who's a baby kangaroo?
Ethan 就说Joey 是谁啊？他以为 Joey 是人的名字。
And of course, now we see a picture of a really little Joey and then the bigger ones that we think of as the one you would see kind of sticking out of the mother's pouch. But as Evelyn tells Ethan, that's the name for baby kangaroos. They're called joeys.
然后他就说哎呦那个是袋鼠宝宝的名字啦，就很像我们英文里面就会有很多动物的小只的，它就有自己的名字。
And now Ethan gets it. That's why he says, oh, like puppy means a baby dog. Yes, Ethan, exactly right.
So like cat, kitten, sheep, lamb, pig, piglet, duck, duckling. 就是有很多不一样的小只的。
We have a couple more.
A lion.
Or?
Lion and what?
Or wolf.
A bear. Like,
bear? They're
okay.
cubs.
Cubs. 还有那个 horse.
Oh, yeah, horse. What's a baby horse?
I forgot. Can you?
Foal.
A foal.
A foal.
Okay.
That's right. Like goal. Like I scored a goal.
Baby
but
horse.
It's a foal.
Can I just say baby horse?
You could say baby horse unless you're a vet.
Yeah.
You know, unless you're like a scientist. I think it's okay.
OK， 好，我们来看看今天所有单字哦。OK， 我们今天的第一个单字是 sound， 就是听起来的意思，所以听起来像什么？就是 sound like something。比如说 That song sounds like a classic hit， 这首歌听起来像是一首经典的热门歌曲，或者是 make a sound， 这个时候 sound 就是当名词。比如说 The children made a sound of laughter while playing。那我们看另外一个句子。George told me about his trip to the zoo. It sounded boring because I don't like animals. George 跟我说他去了动物园，我觉得听起来超无聊，因为我不喜欢动物。那我们刚刚前面有看到 male 这一个字，它就是男性或雄性的意思，所以你有男性的朋友，英文就是 male friend， 那它的相反词就是 female。那我们看另外一个句子 The males of this kind of bird are red, the females are black. 所以这个品种的雄鸟呢是红色的，雌鸟是黑色的。那我们有看到 leader 这个单字，它是领袖的意思哦，所以我们常常会说以身作则，就是 lead by example。比如说 A great leader should lead by example。那我们看另外一个句子，这边是组长的意思 Simon is responsible, so we chose him to be the leader of our group. Simon 很负责任，所以我们就把他选为我们这一组的组长了。那最后一个单字呢，就是意为什么，就是 mean。那它的意思是什么？我们常说 What do you mean？ 你是什么意思啊？那它的过去式是 mean, meant, meant。那它的 mean 也当形容词的时候有刻薄的意思哦。你也可以说一个人很刻薄 You're such a mean person. Why are you so mean? 那或者是很刻薄的评论 a mean comment 都是常见的用法。那我们看另外一个句子 The sign on that door means no smoking. 那一个门上面的标志呢，代表禁止吸烟的意思。好，大家不要忘记复习哦。我们现在赶快进到今天的 review time。
Review time.
Hello, everyone. We have a review time to do before we say good day to ya. That was my bad Australian accent. You're welcome. So we have these new words from our article today. Sound, male, leader, and mean. Are you ready to play a quick game?
Yeah.
Let's play a quick game of definitions.
Definitions.
The definition is this. The definition. So I'm gonna basically describe the word, give you the meaning of the word, what you might see like in a dictionary if you look up a word, and you have to guess which word I am talking about. Are you ready to go?
So ready.
Like a man or boy?
Male.
Wow, very good. One who leads.
Mike. Oh, sorry, leader.
I am not a leader. Do not follow me anywhere. The definition of something.
Oh, mean.
It means.
Something.
Yes, exactly right. I'm telling you what means. It means the definition of something. And how something, what your ears tell you about something.
Okay. What something sounds like.
With what it sounds. It sounds like this is what I hear, what you hear, or what it sounds like. Very good. Well done.
Yay.
You win one more day of kangaroo articles and facts.
Great. Yes, which is tomorrow.
Why don't you hop on back tomorrow for that?
Sure, I will. I'll be here.
You get it? I said hop, like kangaroos.
Okay. I'll hop here.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you tomorrow, guys.
See you.
Bye-bye.
所以今天的节目就到这边啦。想要跟真人老师一对一线上讨论，欢迎加入我们空中家教咯。拜拜。